What if charging your electric car took just 5 minutes, no slower than filling up a gas tank? It sounds like science fiction, but BYD's CEO Wang Chuanfu says it's already becoming reality. With revolutionary battery tech and a vision to dominate the EV space, BYD isn't just catching up to Tesla, they're pulling ahead. As the world races toward a cleaner future, could BYD's new energy vehicles redefine everything we thought we knew about electric mobility? What's Wang's secret breakthrough, and is the rest of the industry already too late to catch up? BYD's journey is nothing short of remarkable. In just a few decades, it has evolved from a small battery manufacturer into a global powerhouse in the electric vehicle (EV) industry. Founded in 1995 by Wang Chuanfu in Shenzhen, China, BYD began with a focus on rechargeable batteries. Cars weren't even part of the plan at the start, but in 2003, everything changed when BYD acquired a local automaker, Qinchuan, and began its bold transformation into an automotive brand. Initially, BYD concentrated on hybrid vehicles, but Wang quickly recognized a larger opportunity. The future of transportation was electric. At a time when most automakers were still backing gasoline engines, Wang made a bold bet on EVs. He wasn't content to simply follow industry leaders. He wanted BYD to leap ahead of them. The company rolled out its first electric car in 2008, and by 2015, BYD had already cemented its position as a global leader in new energy vehicles, NEVs. One of BYD's biggest breakthroughs was its decision to vertically integrate, producing critical components like batteries in-house. This gave the company greater control over cost, quality, and innovation, setting it apart from competitors dependent on third-party suppliers. By 2021, BYD had produced its 1 millionth NEV, becoming the world's largest EV manufacturer. That momentum only accelerated. In 2024, the company celebrated another huge milestone: 10 million NEVs sold globally. Wang Chuanfu's strategy, rooted in innovation, sustainability, and cost efficiency, was clearly working. Behind BYD's success is an army of talent. Wang credits much of the company's progress to its 110,000 engineers who drive innovation daily. These engineers aren't just building cars, they're shaping the future with cutting-edge battery tech and vehicles designed to render gas-powered models obsolete. Today, BYD is valued at over $100 billion and shows no signs of slowing down. Its relentless focus on creating smarter, cleaner, more affordable EVs has positioned it as a true leader in the global EV revolution. But BYD isn't just about building electric cars, it's about changing the game entirely. As we look ahead, we'll dive deeper into how BYD's latest innovations are redefining the EV landscape and what's coming next. Imagine this: you're on a road trip, your EV is running low, and instead of waiting an hour to charge, you're back on the road in just 5 minutes. Sound impossible? Not if you're driving a BYD. This isn't some futuristic dream. It's the reality BYD is rapidly making possible. Thanks to their breakthrough technology, BYD has unveiled a new generation of 1,000 kilowatt chargers that can add 250 miles of range in just 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes. For comparison, Tesla's current superchargers add around 200 miles in 15 minutes, and their upcoming chargers are expected to reach 500 kilowatts. BYD's latest development, 4 times more powerful, has blown past that. You might wonder if this is just hype. It's not. It's a genuine game changer. BYD's ultra-fast charging technology addresses one of the biggest hurdles still facing electric vehicles: long charging times. For many drivers, the wait at charging stations is a major reason they hesitate to go electric. Now, BYD is eliminating that concern, bringing us closer to a future where charging an EV is as fast as fueling a gas car. But this breakthrough isn't just about speed, it's about transforming how we view electric mobility. Imagine a world where you no longer have to plan your road trip around charging stops or stress about battery range. With BYD's technology, EVs become seamless to own and use, paving the way for wider adoption. Equally important, BYD's innovation doesn't sacrifice battery life or safety. These ultra-fast chargers are launching alongside a new lineup of cars, including the Han and Tang L EVs, set to debut later this year. These models will feature the world's fastest charging tech, solving many of the common complaints about EVs in one move. move. What does this mean for the EV landscape? It positions BYD as a global force to be reckoned with, not just in China, but worldwide. This isn't just about charging stations. It's about building a faster, smarter, and more efficient EV ecosystem. BYD's leap forward sets the stage for a future where they can compete head-to-head with industry giants on innovation and infrastructure. And this is only the beginning. CEO Wang Chuanfu and his team aren't stopping here. They're already planning the next wave of technological advancements that could redefine transportation entirely. Think of BYD like a giant wave silently growing off the coast. At first, it's barely noticeable, but when it hits, it's a tsunami. That's what's happening in the EV world, and the ripples are being felt by the biggest names in the industry. Tesla, Ford, and GM, once seen as the EV leaders, are now facing serious competition. Tesla made the first big splash with futuristic designs and early tech leadership, while Ford and GM have worked to catch up. But now, BYD's game-changing innovations are reshaping the field entirely. With the surging sales and advanced tech like 5-minute charging and efficient manufacturing, BYD is putting pressure on American and European automakers. Their ability to mass-produce high-quality EVs at a fraction of the cost gives them an edge that forces competitors to reevaluate their entire strategy. It's not just the affordability of BYD's cars that has competitors sweating. It's how this undercuts the Big Three's reliance on high-margin SUVs and trucks. While those vehicles have been the bread and butter of profit for US automakers, BYD's high-value, low-cost offerings now pose a real threat to that model. Consumers are noticing, and the Big Three can't afford to ignore it. Tesla, in particular, is feeling the squeeze. Though long the EV market leader, its growth is stalling. Last year, BYD's sales jumped over 40%, while Tesla's slowed and even dropped in key markets like China, where BYD's aggressive pricing and cutting-edge features are winning over consumers. Then there's the matter of tariffs. With the US imposing 100% tariffs on Chinese-made EVs, Tesla, which relies heavily on Chinese imports, faces significant challenges. BYD, on the other hand, has more flexibility due to its vertically integrated supply chain and in-house production. This gives them stronger control over costs, a huge advantage when tariffs and trade wars drive up prices for rivals. BYD isn't just catching up, it's changing the game. Their charging tech, cost efficiency, and strategic global expansion are disrupting the status quo. As they continue to scale and innovate, the pressure on Tesla, Ford, and GM will only intensify. As BYD strengthens its presence in Latin America, Europe, and Southeast Asia, the big question is what will happen when its cars hit US soil. It's only a matter of time before BYD sets its sights on the US market, and when that happens, the landscape could change dramatically. If BYD enters the US market at its usual affordable prices, it could cause major disruption, forcing Tesla, Ford, and GM to compete not only on cutting-edge technology, but also on prices they may struggle to match. For now, the Big Three are scrambling to catch up. Tesla is ramping up production of its Cybertruck and full self-driving technology, while Ford and GM are expanding their electric car programs. But as BYD CEO Wang Chuanfu and his team continue to innovate, the question remains: can the old giants keep up with this Chinese upstart's speed and ambition? The EV industry is no longer just a two-horse race. With BYD pushing the limits, the competition has become more intense. The next chapter in this story will reveal how BYD's rise could reshape the global auto industry, leaving Tesla, Ford, and GM struggling to catch up. A major factor behind BYD's success is its secret weapon, vertical integration. This approach means BYD controls nearly every aspect of the production process, from batteries and car assembly to raw materials. This unique strategy allows BYD to reduce costs, boost efficiency, and deliver innovative yet affordable vehicles. Unlike many car manufacturers that rely on third-party suppliers for key components, BYD makes almost everything in-house. They produce their own batteries, electric motors, and even chips. This self-sufficiency gives them a significant advantage in cost control, as they can avoid the markups associated with outsourcing. These savings are passed on to consumers, allowing BYD to offer competitive prices. Vertical integration also gives BYD unparalleled quality control. Since they don't rely on external suppliers, they can ensure that each vehicle and component meets their exact standards. This control allows them to make rapid design improvements and maintain the durability and reliability that consumers expect. What makes BYD's approach even more powerful is its scale. With over 900,000 employees and 110,000 engineers, CEO Wang Chuanfu has built a massive operation capable of producing millions of EVs annually. This size allows BYD to buy raw materials like lithium and nickel in bulk, securing better prices for these critical resources. As a result, BYD is able to keep production costs low, giving it an edge over competitors who may struggle with supply chain challenges. Battery production is another critical area where BYD has a strong advantage. As China's largest maker of EV batteries, BYD is in control of one of the most expensive components of an electric car. Their in-house battery technology is cutting edge, and by producing their own batteries, BYD can refine them to suit their needs. This allows BYD to build more efficient and affordable batteries, further improving the overall cost efficiency of its vehicles. CEO Wang Chuanfu has consistently emphasized that vertical integration is a cornerstone of BYD's business model. By controlling the entire value chain, BYD drives down costs, improves quality, and creates vehicles that offer more value at lower prices, all while maintaining healthy profit margins. BYD's success isn't just about flashy innovations or cutting-edge tech. It's about a highly efficient business model that allows the company to offer vehicles at prices traditional automakers simply can't match. With the world taking notice of BYD's ability to control costs, its strategy of vertical integration is one of the most powerful forces in the EV industry. As BYD continues to scale, its impact on the industry will only grow. The competition, especially Tesla, Ford, and GM, will need to rethink their approach to keep up with BYD's rise. Now that we've seen how vertical integration and cost control have given BYD a massive advantage, the next chapter will explore how the company's global expansion is shaking up markets around the world. How far will this Chinese juggernaut go? And what's next for the competition? Stay tuned as we explore the game-changing global expansion that could alter the course of the EV industry. In a world where global politics and business often collide, few events have been as game-changing for companies like BYD as the trade war between the US and China. Led by CEO Wang Chuanfu, BYD has turned a challenge into an opportunity, positioning itself to reshape the global EV landscape. Let's explore how tariffs, particularly on Chinese-made products, have played into BYD's hands, allowing the company to outmaneuver giants like Tesla, Ford, and GM. The story began in 2018 when President Trump imposed tariffs on Chinese imports, affecting companies on both sides of the Pacific. US automakers faced higher costs for Chinese-made parts, driving up vehicle prices. But for BYD, with its deep experience navigating China's tightly controlled business environment, these tariffs became an unexpected blessing. As tariffs made it harder for US automakers to source affordable parts, BYD's vertically integrated model shielded it from the worst impacts. The company continued to produce high-quality, cost-effective EVs without being burdened by rising production costs. This gave BYD a powerful edge as other manufacturers struggled to stay competitive. These trade restrictions also unlocked new global opportunities. As US-made EVs became more expensive, BYD's affordable, high-tech vehicles gained traction in Europe, Latin America, and Southeast Asia. In markets like Mexico, Brazil, and Australia, BYD was able to expand rapidly, filling gaps left by US and European companies who couldn't compete on price. CEO Wang Chuanfu made it clear that BYD's rise wasn't just a lucky response to a trade war. Long before tariffs came into play, the company had been positioning itself as a global leader. With production scaling up in Mexico and plans to further expand in Europe, BYD was preparing to compete directly with the industry's biggest players, solidifying its presence in both emerging and mature markets. The tariffs also gave BYD an opening to form strategic partnerships. As traditional automakers faced rising costs, they began seeking more affordable alternatives for components. BYD, with its in-house battery and EV tech, became an attractive solution. Experts now predict BYD could emerge as a key supplier in the global EV ecosystem, not just selling vehicles, but powering the entire supply chain. What started as a challenge became an opportunity. BYD turned global trade tension into a growth engine. Its ability to stay competitive on cost while pushing innovation is a rare combination, and one that positions it for long-term leadership in the EV space. As the trade war continues to evolve, one major question remains: how far can BYD go? The next chapter focuses on BYD's future strategy and how its global momentum might reshape the entire EV industry. While BYD leads the charge in transforming electric mobility, the road ahead also intersects with autonomous vehicles. Companies like Tesla and Waymo are heavily investing in self-driving tech, claiming it's the future of transportation. But Wang Chuanfu takes a different approach. BYD is focused on delivering practical, sustainable solutions that drivers can use today. Rather than racing toward full autonomy, BYD is emphasizing advanced driver assistance systems. One example is its God's Eye technology, designed to enhance safety and provide semi-autonomous features without over-promising what the tech can currently achieve. Wang believes it's better to deliver real-world results than chase a dream still facing technical and regulatory challenges. This grounded approach to autonomy reflects BYD's broader philosophy: innovation rooted in reality. While other brands hype distant possibilities, BYD is building for the present, making EVs more accessible, safer, and reliable for everyday drivers. So, what does this mean for the EV future? While others bet big on full autonomy, BYD is focused on practical innovations that deliver now. Whether it's cutting-edge battery technology, ultra-fast charging, or cost-effective electric vehicles, BYD is setting the standard for today's transportation solutions. Some companies are all in on autonomous driving as the next major leap. But BYD ensures it's not left behind by improving driver safety and creating technology that's ready today. While Tesla grabs headlines with self-driving demos, BYD is laying the foundation for a sustainable, real-world EV future. In that future, self-driving cars may have a place, but not at the expense of safety, affordability, or practicality. This pragmatic mindset reflects BYD's long-term strategy: grow sustainably, innovate continuously, and always prioritize the customer. CEO Wang Chuanfu has made clear that BYD's journey is about evolving with global demand, not chasing headlines. For BYD, it's not just about whether autonomous vehicles will arrive, but about ensuring they arrive safely and are integrated into a broader, reliable ecosystem. As we look to the future, BYD's real-world focus on building reliable, accessible electric vehicles will continue to distinguish it from competitors. While the race for full autonomy may dominate headlines, BYD is proving that there's value in serving the needs of today's drivers while quietly preparing for what's next. What does this mean for the competition? Tesla, Ford, and others must now contend with a brand that's not only innovative, but highly strategic. BYD's ability to balance technological progress with grounded execution puts pressure on companies banking everything on uncertain breakthroughs. The electric vehicle revolution is well underway, and BYD is leading it. Under the vision of Wang Chuanfu, the company has emerged as a global force reshaping how we move. BYD's advancements in battery tech, charging speed, and sustainable production aren't just promises, they're real achievements visible on the road today. What makes BYD's story so compelling is its ability to balance cutting-edge technology with practical execution. While others focus on future hypotheticals, BYD delivers real value now. This isn't just about building electric cars, it's about making EVs the new normal for millions of people. BYD's game-changing steps, like vertical integration and 5-minute charging, aren't just clever business moves, they signal where the entire industry is heading. BYD isn't reacting to trends, it's setting them. And as we've seen, their control over supply chains, focus on sustainability, and cost leadership make them a serious threat to established giants like Tesla, GM, and Ford. The future belongs to those who dare to lead, and BYD is doing exactly that. With its rapid growth, global expansion, and bold vision, it's setting the pace for the EV revolution. The road ahead may be uncertain, but one thing is clear. With Wang Chuanfu at the helm, BYD is here to stay. As we wrap up this look at BYD's rise and impact, it's evident the company is more than just an EV manufacturer. It's an industry pioneer. As the world shifts to cleaner, smarter mobility, BYD is at the forefront of this transformation. The journey is far from over. BYD isn't just joining the EV revolution, it's leading it. The only question now is, are you ready to follow?